Cyberpunk, 1 year later. So what is it like now? That is an interesting question, and one that will require a bit of time to answer. Is the game now bug-free? No, not even close. During my replay of the game, I would frequently have minor bugs spread throughout the game. Dialogue subtitles would get stuck on screen, animations would flicker, and characters would pop into existence in very obvious ways. Immersion was affected by this significantly. On the other hand, I have to state a few of the game-breaking bugs that existed before have been patched, like quests I couldn't complete as well as the frequent crashing I had in certain parts of the story. Night City is a far emptier place than it was in 2020 and the hardware is no longer straining under the power of the game to function. The lists of bug fixes have also been in the thousands and it seems very likely this is closer to what a properly functional Cyberpunk 2077 was meant to be. It's just buggy to a normal level now versus a ridiculous degree. This is a shame because Cyberpunk 2077 is still a game that I am very positively disposed to. Cyberpunk 2020 and its sequel, Cyberpunk Red, are two of my favorite tabletop RPGs of all time. I absolutely love its retro-future vision of the 1980s and story of capitalism gone horribly wrong with a corporate-run city-state as well as the hellish badlands that surrounds it. Night City is a little Blade Runner, a lot of Hardwired, and a good amount of Mad Max thrown in for good measure. Night City is full of fascinating characters like Panam, Judy, River, Carrie Eurodyne, Johnny Silverhand, and more. Unfortunately, even this isn't as deep as it should be. The story feels like it is a mile long and a foot deep. Artificial tension is generated by V's struggle to heal himself from a faulty cybernetic chip that's killing him, but we never see enough consequences from previous actions in the story to really explore what this means. The most interesting part of the game is the early Watson section where you are just a carefree mercenary with your friend, Jackie, trying to make it big in Night City. Unfortunately, a lot of the plot lines are underdeveloped and do not feel like they reach their natural conclusion. This includes the main story. The main story is about V trying to find a cure for their condition and the endings are unsatisfying narratively, even the happier ones. However, the side quests also feel like they needed more work. The Voodoo Boys and Netwatch show up for a major story arc but then disappear from the game. Trauma Team and Max Stack both have big introductions but never really get any follow-up. Plots like the investigation of the cyber psycho phenomenon and Night Corp's brainwashing of politicians just sort of stop rather than reaching conclusions. There's not much to do in Night City either. Much of the game is based around fighting random gangs in the streets with the occasional reward from the police. Given V, themselves, is a criminal and most of their friends are criminals, it feels like a very strange dissonance to have him acting like the Punisher on behalf of the NCPD. It doesn't help that police system isn't very well done either as the cops will show up to try to murder you, but can't be bribed so they won't chase you. It's weird to have Skyrim have a better, more intricate police system. This game could have benefited from a lot more mini-games like karaoke, poker, darts, pool, or gambling. There's a boxing and street racing plotline but it's fairly minor compared to the endless number of gang fights. The combat itself is fine with the hacking system being nerfed for better game balance. In conclusion, Cyberpunk 2077 has gone from being a broken unplayable mess to an undercooked playable mess. As a huge fan of the cyberpunk genre, the game has definitely benefited from a year of bug fixes but I feel like the result is still not great. It's an above-average game with a fantastic premise.
beach! Numbers are dropping!
다른 운전자를 상대로 총기를 수정헌법 제2조의 보호를 받을 수
Police!
있습니다.
Come out with your hands up! Do with a goddamn drone. Budget cuts my ass.